Grandmaster Richard Reti, and this one will show a different approach that he created, and it's quite interesting because he repeats this approach in several of his later studies. This study is around 1923. It's one of the first of it. And the situation is a rook and a bishop against a pawn. But the pawn is on the 60th row, so it's 2 squares to the promotion, and it's quite complicated to avoid the promotion of this pawn. And if you take a look, this is the only square that is on the same color of the bishop, so you have to avoid it. If you use the bishop to sacrifice the bishop, you cannot sacrifice the rook, because otherwise you cannot win. So there is this only opportunity here to solve the problem. So what can you do? If you want, please take a pause and try to solve it. It's not that difficult, but it's tricky. Well, let's come back. Here is the situation. Let's see the only possibility. Let's see other possibilities to try to solve. For instance, if you do like this, you cannot win at all, because you can try to take the pawn, and then once you do that, there is the tricky king b3, and you have no options to avoid. You can take anything that you want, like this, but then you have to, and even if you do this kind of trick, there is no way. You have to sacrifice the rook, and the rook, the single bishop cannot win. Okay, so this is one of the possibilities. The other possibility here, if you make any silly move like this rook move, it's a draw again, because otherwise you cannot solve, you cannot get the pawn. The same trick is here, and you have to sacrifice the bishop, the rook. Okay, so the only move here that can win is based on a checkmate trap, and this only move is this one, rook c3. Well, what can the black do? Well, he cannot go this way, because you lose the pawn. He can not go this way, because otherwise you trap the promotion, and after any move here, for instance, you get this way, any move you can do, the bishop is ready to sacrifice. Yeah. Okay, so what can he do? The only move that solves this problem is this, and then it seems that the pawn will promote, but then comes the magic, the sacrifice of the bishop in this situation. And what can you do? You can take the bishop, but this will be a loose position at all. There is king and rook against kings, easy track. And if you do promotion like this one, then you have checkmate. Well, there is a single variant here, but will not solve the problem. Is this promoting to a knight? But this promotion to a knight is does not solve at all. There is mate in 20 and something moves, because it just take like this, and then you'll be forced to go in this way, and then you approach them, and you are forced to go up and down, and then now that you have this and this cover, you can make the rook here, and just in this situation the black has to sacrifice the knight. Okay. So another easy chess study from Richard Reti. See you in the next presentation of new studies of great composers who have a practical application in chess life. It's interesting to know that Richard Reti even won from Jose Raul Capablanca, the world champion, the Cuban world champion at that time. And Capablanca was quite fond of the chess studies of that time, and even of those Richard Reti studies. So, chess greetings for you all, and see you next time with this playlist about the chess studies of Richard Reti.